You need the blue gel to run gel electrophoresis. You're going to load the gel that you prepared earlier. You will need the same tray that you used, only this time you will be putting the gel back onto the tray and then placing it into this plastic tray. So I want to show you a couple things. Before you even touch the gel, you should notice there is one slot on the left and there are two slots on the right. 1 to 1, 2 to 2. It should just fall in nicely. Oh, gotta line it up though. There we go. Then you will notice that there are two slots and one slot, two slots and one slot. So everything should fit together perfectly. Another thing to note, there is a negative end to the gel chamber and there is a positive. The negative end is in silver because that's very important. This is the side that your wells must go on. Okay, as you may have noticed, the wells are very, very fragile. You need to transfer your your gels into the inner chamber very carefully. So to do that, again, the goal is fragile. You will gently slide the gel from the Ziploc baggie into the innermost tray. If that's difficult for you, you can always take the inside tray out and do it that way and then transfer. Whatever's easiest so you don't break the gel. These wells are extremely important because today you're going to load DNA into them. You can get rid of some of the excess, although it doesn't really matter. There we go. So my wells are at the top where the negative sign is. That is very important. And again, the well should be open because you will be transferring DNA into those wells. Once the gel is transferred and the wells are at the negative side of the blue gel chamber, you are ready to begin loading your DNA from this strip into the wells. So again, DNA A is going to go into well 1. DNA B will go into well 2, DNA C into well 3, D into well 4, and E into well 5. That leaves three unused wells. So if someone messes up, it's okay. We have 3 additional wells that you can try again. Every person will be assigned either A, B, C, D, or E. Everyone should transfer DNA at least once from here into the gels. To do that, you need a micropipette and your micropipetting skills. This one, they should be preset. This is 10 microliters, 10 in black, and then the 0 for 0.0, so 10.0 microliters. If you have a mini PCR brand, then it goes out 2 decimal places, so 10.00. 10.00. So everyone will be transferring 10 microliters. To do that, you're going to do a little extra step. We're trusting you to be responsible and change the tip every time you load new DNA. So you will be given a box of tips and you will simply push down gently and the tip should go onto the pipette. This tip, once it's used, should be discarded. So you get to do the fun thing of pushing down here and it will boop, shoot the tip off. Okay, so do not cross-contaminate. A will use their own tip, then you will transfer, and then B will use their own, and so on. When you transfer the DNA sample to the wells, it's important to go just inside the well. Don't puncture the well. Okay, you have a fresh tip. You're set to 10 microliters. I'm person A. I've been assigned to DNA A. Do not remove the foil. You simply puncture your pipette tip through. New technique today. You're going to mix the contents by slowly pushing down and up with the top of the pipette. Once you mix the contents, you will do things as normal. You'll push down to the first place, Put the tip into the DNA and then slowly let your thumb go to draw up exactly 10 microliters. You will then carefully go to well 1 and you will place the tip just inside. Again, don't puncture the well, but make sure you're in the well, and you will push out to the second place to get the DNA into the well. You will pop off the tip and then get a fresh tip for person B to load their well, and so on. So one more time. Now I have a fresh tip on person B. I will mix it gently by pushing my thumb up and down to mix in the restriction enzymes with the DNA. Okay, thumb down to the first position. Puncture through, extract just the 10 microliters, and now you're going to well 2. Okay, after you load this well with DNA B, the next person will do DNA C into well 3, and so on. I'm going to fast forward. I think you get the idea. Slow this down if you're not sure of the technique.